Hope you're all having a good day. Today marks the beginning of the flat deck build for this guy. So we're gonna be taking the bed off, take the tailgate off, take the tail lights off, take the gas neck off, just that guy there. And we got 6 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and then same thing on the other side. And then she's good to come off. So I actually ran to Princess Auto to get a new guy, and it's already destroyed. As you can see, they're pretty much like one-time use with these bed bolts. Got 3 out without breaking, 2 broke. Because I don't care, I'm not reusing them. But look how bad that is. Like, should have broke, honestly. But there's 5, and then of course the last one doesn't turn at all. So I'm gonna have to cut it out. But yeah, you can see it's just. All right, she's ready to come off. Here's that one that wasn't coming out. As you see, I did a pattern, right? And then you can get under there and get that washer out of the way. And then you can actually stick your grinder in there and just cut. And that's how this came off. I just cut underneath after I beat the wheels off it. Little bit of bed damage, but not bad. I was thinking of making this into a trailer down the road. We'll see, but all right, guys. I got the bed off, as you can see, all by myself too. Not too bad, actually. Here it is. Before the rinse we're about to give her. She is one rusty gal, that's for sure. Like, really bad. Here it is. She's all cleaned up. Definitely looks better. I'm just gonna pick away at some of the mounts and stuff. Take the rear bumper off, get it ready. I don't need the tow hitch. I'm not gonna be towing with the Ranger. Take the tow hitch off, get some more clearance. So I'm gonna start picking away. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Those are newer. Hoses aren't bad. That fuel pump looks relatively new, so that's good. Weird thing here, like it's goop caulking or something. It works as a little hanger. So yeah, here it is. Rear bumper's gone, hitch is gone, spare tire thing's gone. Okay guys, so pretty much the blueprints, a bit wild, but the main thing is I got 4 6-footers, 2 6.5 footers, and 2 5-footers. All of 2-inch square. It's all right here. Now I'm gonna show you just the image in my head here, which is we're gonna go up relatively high here like this, and then there's gonna be a support, 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 support on both sides. And then let's say it's up here, and I'm gonna run the bar across the supports, across the supports, across the supports. And then on the outsides, it'll connect. So it's just gonna be a big box. And then from there, I gotta do some modifications to fit the toolbox. I really need the toolbox. There's not much room in this thing. So if I take it wheeling, I need some storage. But yeah, I'm really hyped to get this build started. It's been something I've wanted to do my whole life. Even on the last Ranger, if you go way back in my videos, I took the bed off to do it. I just didn't know what I was doing. I was younger. Not as much experience, but now I kind of understand everything like welding and stuff, so I should be able to make this happen. As you can see, is we got our back of the flatbed here. It's gonna be a tall flatbed. It's not for work, it's for off-road use, so it's not gonna be a practical one. But as you can see, I'm just gonna run it, our supports there, weld it to the frame, weld it up here, maybe come to there, run it right back to the end, same here, across, and it's all gonna be like that. You can see my toolbox. I'm gonna run this inside the toolbox. So this will go inside and hopefully reach the side. That would be crazy if it fit properly like that. That's what we're hoping for. And this is just the very beginning. I just have to measure these ones, and then the other supports and the other supports. All right guys, massive progress. Yeah, here's this was a hard idea to like explain, but now you guys can kind of see it. So these I'm gonna weld up like that, and then I'm gonna cut each piece like relatively far back, And then, so it's not overhanging, like I don't want it to be past the cab. These are longer than the cab. So I'm gonna cut it like in a bit. And then I gotta remember that 2 inches is going to one of those, and those are gonna be welded on outside. So it's gonna be a flat deck at that point. And then I'm gonna decide what I wanna put on top. It might look a little weird, it might not, but it's all gonna be painted black. If it does look weird, I can put sheet metal and block that inside, which would I think would be really good. Sheet metal is relatively cheap too, so I could just close it all up with sheet metal. But for now, it's fine. And then my toolbox is gonna go here, and it's gonna sit a bit like hidden, which is pretty cool. And then this is gonna go through that toolbox like we've discussed. So yeah, it's coming along really well. I had a few little hiccups, but nothing too major. All right guys, so these I fully welded them in. Me and Dawson fully welded these two. This is actually pretty cool how we did this. So as you can see in there, got the box, cut a little hole, and then so I put the liner around it so that doesn't cut into the hoses. And then we cut a little pouch here and it sits perfect. Okay guys, so this is tacked up here, this guy. You can kind of see now it's just gonna run square around. This is just a temporary piece, but look how mint that is. And then this will just run one big piece there, one big piece there, one big piece there. I was gonna run one on the outside, but that's not that structurally sound. So running them like this is better for the structure. So yeah. Okay guys, so I've just been sanding it, but here it is now. We got the box finally put in, tacked there, tacked there. Got the gas cap mint. It's looking good now. And I actually switched up my design style. I was thinking of running all the bars flush down here, but I actually cut them, and I'm gonna show you guys because I have wheel arches. I think I showed you guys over there. And it's easier to mount them this way. I'm gonna run my supports. I'm gonna cut them and run them down here. And then I gotta weld this guy, that's what I'm about to do. But this is fully welded, this is tacked. I'm just keeping it tacked for now just because I usually make mistakes, so. But guys, this thing is coming along and I'm loving the way it looks. It's gonna be really cool. Like I honestly don't really know what to expect, but as of right now, it's looking pretty cool. So the box is nice and sturdy in there with only one of these in. So once I put that one in, we'll weld it to the, we'll weld the box to the metal square there on like all around, tack it everywhere, and that should be enough to hold it down. And then I can put all my stuff in here, the gear, yeah, like all my fluids and stuff. This thing's looking so cool. I've been working so hard on it, just non-stop. So many hours into this project already, but I hope it turns out the way I want it to. Make sure you guys subscribe, guys. This is a long process. Okay guys, everything's pretty much welded, but yeah, look at this thing guys, it looks so good. So I just tacked her there, little tack. That's mint. Filled it, as you can see, I put that piece of metal back, and then I spray foamed it, that part. So now I'm just gonna paint all this, and you won't even tell it's here, because it'll just all be black. It's a bit wild here, but I'd rather it be closed than have a little leak. So yeah, once that's black, you won't notice that. And on the inside, let's see, went wild with it. Inside doesn't matter, obviously, because this is for me to see. I'm gonna show you the idea I'm thinking here. Here is the general idea. I'm gonna get these guys like that and just see how they line up there. I can just run a bead on each side and that should be good enough to hold that. And then I was thinking, since I have this here, I can run a corner piece right to the back on each side. And then we'll see what happens up here. Probably not much, but I'll have to obviously weld in the support there as well. And then there'll be a triangle piece there on each side. And then that way I can sit the freaking piece right on top and just everything's meant. But I gotta do these arches first, and it's kind of driving me nuts because I'm pretty sure like I want to do it this way, but I'm not like 100% sure. As you can see, it sticks out a bit past the metal. I was trying to keep it flush, but there's just too much wheel poke for that. And you get bigger tires, they're just gonna stick out more. These are 31s. They're just like all-terrains, I think, I don't know. But you get mud tires, they're gonna stick out further. So I wanna make sure we got good alignment. If we line it up with the body, it's not a bad idea. It's looking good. And I painted this up a bit, as you guys can see. Garbage paint job, but it's better than rust. I'm gonna go over it with a rattle can eventually, but I just plastered it for now. So I put in a lot of work today. I'm proud so far. Now we added this guy on each side. That holds our fender. Now you might be thinking, why is it so high? Okay, well, we're going bigger tires obviously. These are 31s. So we're gonna be bigger tires, and when it flexes, I wanna give it the most amount of flex, because if I'm going through all this work, I wanna make sure I have enough clearance. That's the whole point I did this, to get more clearance and fit bigger tires, and I just always wanted to build them. But so yeah, that's why there's such a big gap right now. It'll be filled more with bigger tires. I'll also probably cut the front here, but the back has to stay because just because I want to be able to drive it on the road. So yeah, I added these guys in, support these guys. It's just looking so good right now, and it's gonna look even better. I'm just gonna slap a piece on top, as you guys probably know, and then we're gonna slap some pieces on the inside of sheet metal probably. But yeah, I did a lot of work today. I'm super excited. This frame is so sturdy though, like you can literally shake the whole truck. Look at this, with the fender, you can shake the whole truck with the fender. So it is really sturdy. Everything's fully welded now, except the reason I haven't welded these yet is because I'm gonna do that last. I'm gonna weld them, grind all of them down, and then slap that final piece on top. So I'm just waiting. And then obviously I gotta cap these guys. I'm gonna cap them silicone. It's probably silicone them too, just to be safe, because I don't want any water getting in this thing. Silicone everything. There's no time rush. Like, I don't have to get this finished anytime soon, so that's nice. I got my truck outside, so this is just the project right now. But it's gonna be unreal when it's finished. Something I've never seen on a Ranger. It's my own design. I kind of figured what I wanted, but I could just, every step I'm like, oh, maybe this will look good, and then I just add it and it looks good. There's not really a plan that I had. I kind of just started slapping stuff everywhere, but it looks really good. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay everyone, this is where we're gonna cut the video for part 1. Part 2 will be coming hopefully next week if I can finish it in time. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see part 2, then you don't miss it, because if you're doing a Ranger build, this will definitely help a little bit. Might give you an idea of how to mount, because that was the biggest issue when I started this build. I didn't really know how to mount, like how to start the build, which was the mounts obviously to the frame. So I kind of just did that, made that myself, and then hopefully this can help some of you guys if you're doing a build like this. It doesn't even have to be just for a Ranger. It can be any vehicle, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, new video every Friday. This channel, guys, is gonna hit 100,000 views in probably like 300 views or so. So I'm pretty sure that will be the day that I'm recording this. So I just want to say thank you all for watching my videos. If you like them, like I said, subscribe. We have 575. But yeah, I thank you guys. 100,000 views, like that alone is insane. Like, I think that's a big milestone for this channel. Like, we have 500 subs and 100,000 views. Like, that's crazy. That's a lot of views. Yeah, thanks guys. Make sure you sub part 2 on the way. We'll see you later.